This is an alternate build of 76918 McLaren Solus GT and the McLaren F1 LM. And before I go into full detail, I'll tell you it was created by Super Lego Fan Creations on Unbreakable, and I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to build it for yourself. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the age range of this alternate build is, but I believe it's one of the newer Murcielagos just based on the look and the way the headlights are. I think this alternate build is good overall, but I'll go over the pros and cons and help you to decide if you want to build this or not. So one of the cons is that these like side skirts are a little bit loose because they're just held on by one stud, but otherwise they look really good in my opinion. Another thing that's kind of a con in my opinion, this is just studded, but it kind of has to be like that for the look. I think it still looks fine, it's just all studs. Now one thing that could be considered a con, I guess, is these mirrors are just like a 1x2 tile, so they're not like super fancy. Also, these side things are not held on by that many studs, only on this side, so they're a little bit flimsy too, but otherwise if you just like pick it up from like right here, you're good. If you pick it up from right here, you're still good. It's just might jiggle a little bit. It took me, I think, over an hour to build this, whereas usually these builds take me like 30 minutes. It was just because there's a lot of these tricky techniques. There were some cool techniques. It was just kind of janky, kind of weird, especially back here and then up front here, because there are some really funky angles to get this to look good. I do really like, however, these wedge plate headlights. I think they look really good, and I guess you could leave them straight if you wanted to, but I think to make the car look accurate, they're at a slight tilt. Now, it does leave a tiny little gap, but I think it's fine. This, I guess, does lift a little bit, but there's no reason because there's nothing under there worth looking at. There is a nice spoiler, which I think looks really good. Kind of a weird angle. And then the tail lights are just white pieces. I don't think that's super accurate, but I think it looks fine. I guess it has sort of a splitter on the bottom, and I assume this would be exhaust pipes. I do like how there's kind of like a black stripe right here. Now, obviously, it can't get totally carried over because of these back fenders, but I think it looks pretty good. Now, taking it off the top, you can see the interior is pretty nice, I guess. Fits 2 minifigures, just like most alternate builds. There are quite a bit of stuff in there, and then there's like a shifter and, you know, a bunch of stuff. So I assume this is a manual Murcielago. A big pro, in my opinion, is how the front is very close to studless, because that's mainly where people are going to be seeing it. You're not going to be looking at the back as much unless you want to display it like this, but where's the point in that? Because the main way to tell what kind of car it is by the front, obviously. Now, another con is that you go from a set with 2 cars in it, with both the McLarens, to now just 1 car. So, you know, you're left with a bunch of extra pieces. Now, some people might like those extra pieces to do whatever they want. There are still 4 wheels, so I guess you could make some random car, I guess. I'm not that creative with that kind of stuff, so I just left them all empty. But I do really like how this looks. So I would, just based off of that, recommend it. But putting into account how much time it took me to build this, and it was a little bit frustrating at some places. If you're a beginner builder, you might be able to build this, but it was a little bit challenging for me. But yeah, otherwise, the payoff, it looks really good. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to build it for yourself, like I said. But definitely go check out Super Lego Fan Creations on Unbreakable. This was a free instructions, so yeah, pretty awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a like, because it would help out the YouTube algorithm to get this video shown to other people. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be awesome. I am coming up so close on 1,000 subscribers. I think I only need like 40 more at the time of me filming this, so it would mean the world to me if you subscribed. That's a huge milestone, and I just cannot wait to achieve it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time on Cowboy Bricks.